Hello and welcome. I'm Vincent Makori and this is Africa 54. We begin in Mali, where an anxious nation awaits results of a critical election. Ballot counting is underway. Sunday's runoff election will decide who will lead the country out of 18 months of civil strife and political crisis. A former Malian Prime Minister Ibrahim Boubacar Keïta faced former Finance Minister Soumaïla Cissé in an election that some analysts describe as a potential turning point for the West African nation. Keïta dominated the election's first round on July the 28th, winning almost 40% of the vote, while Cissé pulled in just under 20%. That round drew a record turnout of 50% of the country's 7 million registered voters, and many who are eager to cast their vote again this time.
Enough is enough. People need to come out in large numbers and vote. And vote so we can have peace. That is why I'm here.
I'm here for the future of my country. This election will decide what comes next, whether we can get out of what has been a major crisis. We can't make the same mistakes again. We are here to choose a leader who can get us out of this situation once and for all.
It is my duty. I came to vote because we need to get out of this crisis, and we need the right leader for that.
Now, results of Sunday's vote are expected at the latest by Friday. Viewers, Anne Luke has been observing the process in Mali and now joins us via Skype from Bamako. Welcome, Anne. And look.
Hi, Vincent.
Hi. Now, start us by telling us how was the turnout this time around?
You know, it's hard to say. It looked a little bit less than the first round. I mean, granted, we were following a major Muslim holiday on Thursday, and there was some rain in Bamako and in a few other regions of the country. But it looked pretty good, though slightly less than the first round.
Now, the counting is underway. Tell us a little bit about what the observer missions are saying at this point.
Yeah, the observer missions, the international and national observer missions have all kind of issued their preliminary statements. They're giving the election pretty good marks. They say things went smoothly, they went peacefully. The EU delegation noted what they called real improvements on some organizational issues in the first round. So really nothing major to highlight for now. The EU chief observer did repeat a couple times today that the importance of the candidates accepting the results, the importance of using legal means to contest results, things like that.
Now, talk about candidates accepting the results. We are hearing a few things at this point from some candidate, are we? And is one of the candidates, is this?
Yeah, the candidate The candidate Soumaïla Cissé, his campaign has already raised concerns of ballot stuffing, vote rigging, and intimidation against his supporters on election day. They pledged that their candidate is going to make a public statement soon. They say that their allegations of fraud were worse than in the first round, and that they're concerned that they could affect results. Again, we haven't had any official response from the authorities or from the other candidate on these allegations.
Well, we've still got a few days until Friday. They give us the final. But tell us how critical this election is and what people are saying on the streets as you speak with them.
Yeah, I mean, it's critical in a symbolic sense, just of kind of finally getting out from under the influence of the international community, this kind of label of a post-coup country that's been put on Mali since the coup in March of last year, but also in a very real sense. The country's waiting on $4 billion in international aid that's been pledged to the country but cannot be delivered until there's an elected leader in place. And this money is seen as essential for not only rebuilding the country from the crisis, but also making changes so that this doesn't happen again.
In Kidal, particularly, people are watching closely to see how the citizens will respond, especially to the second round. How was that? How was it over there?
Yeah, my sources in Kidal say it seemed to go a little bit better yesterday than it did in the first round. There weren't quite as many organizational issues. The EU delegation sent someone up there and they said that participation looked about the same as the first round. Let's remember, it was pretty low in the first round. But for the most part, peaceful.
Mm-hmm. And finally, once this is, finally announced on Friday, if everything is accepted, what is the next step for whoever comes in?
Yeah, a big item on the agenda is that within 60 days, the new government has to begin what they call in Mali the inclusive political dialogue to deal with the issues of the North and most importantly to deal with the Tuareg separatist group, the MNLA. This election happened only thanks to a temporary ceasefire deal. That ceasefire deal will expire.
Okay, and in a few words, the results have to be at least released latest on Friday, but does it mean they have to wait until Friday?
No, we're hearing, the government's telling us that we should hear something on Wednesday. So Stay tuned.
That is soon. We'll stay tuned and we'll be watching very closely. Thanks a lot, Anne. That's Anne Look of the Voice of America reporting live from Bamako in Mali.